All right, you guys, I am actually deep into cleaning mode right now. Everything is disarray. My entire bedroom looks like a bomb blew up in it. I've got everything on the go right now, but I could not resist coming on here to share what's on my heart right now because I'm just like, "Ah, needs to be said right now because the energy is hot." Okay, so we're just going through the eclipse right now, I still believe. We just had the equinox yesterday, and I want to talk about the energy update of September. But now that we're almost through September till October, I want to talk about what's been happening. So, first of all, I want to talk about the year of nine. I had a huge download the other day when I was at the beach doing a meditation, and I saw all these visions of times collapsing and cycles collapsing in on themselves. And the number nine is representative of closing karmic cycles, closing karmic loops. And to people in my personal life and my clients, I've been saying like this is the year where you face your worst fear, you close the karmic loops. Maybe you have relationships that have just been on and off again for so long. Maybe you have karmic relationships with people, other people in your life, not romantic, but like business or, yeah, or you have karmic relationships with your parents and karmic loops that need to be closed. So karmic cycles, I would say, are like big karmic lessons. These are the lessons that your soul comes here with and that your soul has to learn through its soul evolution. Karmic loops, I see more as certain loops that close in your life, and you have multiple loops that kind of loop along your timeline. So the karmic cycles are big long cycles, but these karmic loops are like loops within the cycles that need to be closed on a regular basis. So this was the year for getting right into it, like sitting and staring that nasty ass habit or addiction or relationship in the face and seeing how ugly it really gets when you don't do anything about it. And it's like you're done this year. Like I've had so many people in my personal life that I've done all sorts of different things, lose weight, leave relationships, and they're like, I'm never going back. I'm never going back. And I'm like, I believe you, because this is the anointed time where all of that is coming to be. And on the 9-9 portal, so I've been having visions ever since the first this year. I've been getting visions about September, that is the absolute cutoff time. That is the ninth month. It is the absolute cutoff time where people are like, that's it. Like I am done, away with the old, get it out. And then we're starting something new. So one thing, you do not want to bring your baggage over to the year 2026. I said that in my last video. You do not want to bring your baggage over to 2026 because that is the year that equals number one. So you reduce it to a single digit. Next year is one. So this year is nine. Big closing off on old loops. Get it out, move on from it. We're also moving from September, the ninth month, into October, which is the 10th month, reduces to one. So, right now, we just had the equinox 2 days ago. Right now, you are at a balancing point. Okay, so technically, the equinox itself was equal day, equal night. You are at that fine balancing point between old and new, and that balancing and that harmonious alchemizing of the old and the new. And now you want to start tipping over into the new. So now you want to start tipping over into what's coming next. Now it's especially, okay, if you actually did the thing, if you actually cut the relationship off, if you actually walked out of the office with your little stapler and your box, if you actually moved, or if you actually have things in place that you need to have in place because you're honoring the cycle that you needed to complete, the loop that you needed to close. Now you might find yourself in this position where you're like, okay, shit, I'm not going back to the old, like never doing that again. I know that I can't. I'm actually so energetically done with that. But like I'm in this weird space between like I don't know what's happening yet. I can feel that it's good. I'm getting a sense that it's good. It's unfamiliar heaven versus the familiar hell. Like you just know that you can't go back there. So that if you're feeling like that, that is the exact energy, that's the exact frequency. Like you're right on point, sister. You're in the anointed time. I say this term, I use this with my clients and I say you have an anointed time to do something during a certain period of time, but like it's an anointed time. Now is the time. So take advantage of that because it's working in balance and collaboration with all of the other energies that have that support that container. So if you don't cut your loops and cut your losses, and these are not, okay, by the way, these are not easy things. Like these are do or die type situations. I know that we always throw examples around like cutting off a relationship or leaving a job or whatever. Like they sound so fucking cliche because every fucking coach is using those terminologies and just throwing them around when every single video that they do. But I don't say that lightly. I am talking about some serious stuff that is happening in people's lives right now where it feels like do or die. The stakes are really high, but there's this pulling in the soul that just like, I can't stay in this shell anymore. I have to move on. It's the fucking scariest thing I have ever done in my life. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. I just know that I can't go back. Like that is what people are experiencing right now. They're getting like some serious fucking diagnoses. Everything is happening at such a high stake, high pressure. Are you gonna fucking do it this time? Are you? Because you can't go back. You know that you can't go back. So you just know that you have to go forward. And then if you can get yourself into a place of alignment in the eye of this storm, if you can get yourself into alignment and alchemize your own field and become just pure energy, just for 15, 20 minutes a day, when you connect and you find that inner peace where you let go of anything and everything external and it doesn't matter anymore, you just are, and you're going to be okay, and you're going to be led, and you're going to be guided, and you know it, and you connect within. When you start to lock that in, then it doesn't matter anymore. Then you're being guided by a higher power, by a higher source that is the eagle eye perspective, looking, searching for you, being like, yes, here, go here. So I love the energy of this right now because it's forcing people to say, okay, I surrender. But don't just surrender in the sense that you're like looking for the same patterns, but looking to plug back into what you were plugged back into before. Make that distinction and just sit in the place of surrender. Give yourself the time to sit in the place of surrender where you're like, not sure what's happening next, but I'm just going to take this time to make sure that I line up with myself, my source. I find an inner bliss. I alchemize the field. And you know what? I'm going to be okay no matter what. And not only that, but I'm actually getting visions or like a tickling on the crown chakra. Like I just am seeing what the possibilities are. You know, like this is what's happening. It's starting to tickle at the crown chakra when you don't exactly know what's going to happen next, but you're just trusting and you just know, and you're just going to keep connecting to that place within you. Yeah, that is the energy of where we're in right now. And time is moving really fast. Like shifts are happening really fast. So shifts that I've been noticing, okay, so like my spiritual dark night of the soul kind of happened over like a course of a year, 9 months to a year. But the timelines are happening so fast, these shifts are happening so fast that people are shifting through things that they would normally have taken them 9 months. And then I was like, 6 months? No, even shorter than that. Like 3 months, even shorter than that. Like I was asking my guides and going into the timelines, and it's like, yeah, no, it is collapsed so much that something that took somebody 9 months is now taking them like 3 weeks. That's how fast things are shifting. But at the same time, if you guys have noticed, time is also really slow. Like September has been slowing down. Everything has slowed down, but at the same time, it's the shifts are speeding up. So it can be very confusing, but that is the consensus that I've been gathering from other spiritual coaches, my friends, my clients, myself. And so yeah, time's been a little weird lately. It's kind of like that slowing down to speed up kind of thing, and you know what's happening. The other thing that I've been noticing is eating habits. There's been days where I'm okay not eating. In fact, I'm like, I would love for to be my superpower where I wouldn't have to eat to keep my body alive because I'm like always doing things. There's days where I've fasted pretty much all day. And then there's other times where I've just been mowing down. Like I can't seem to eat enough. I'm hoping that they're kind of canceling each other out, but and I don't ever deprive myself of anything. I don't ever have like any guilt over eating. I intuitively tune into my body and see what I feel like. But I honestly will feel like not eating all day and I'll still go to the gym. And the reason why I know that this is part of what's happening with the transfer of energies is because I go to the gym and I'm not denying myself food. It's just that I'm not hungry. But then when I go to the gym, I still have the same amount of energy. I'm still building the same amount of muscle. So I know that it's not a bad thing. I know that I'm just intuitively working with the collective energies that are happening right now of letting go of old systems and old frequencies and inviting the new, right? Closing old loops, the number nine, and moving into one. All right. So before I hop off here, I just want to talk about one other thing is integration. So having gone through the 8-8 portal August 8th, during that Lionsgate portal, your mind is going through so many upgrades, so many downloads are happening. During that time, I always go to the beach and I always like see the light codes dancing on the water and I just let myself go vast. I let myself really expand. I let my brain expand. I let the downloads come in. And then I find that in September, we want to start integrating. So we want to actually funnel that energy down into the physical body and go into deep meditations to anchor that energy down and materialize that into the ground, into the 3D realm here, and also open up the physical body to expand to house that amount of light and energy that came in. So we had a big expansion, a big shift in frequency up in August, which happens every year during the Lionsgate portal, the 8-8 portal. And then the 9-9 portal, you want to bring that energy down, close the loops off, and integrate. So in the last couple weeks, I've been actually finding myself just going into meditation just to integrate these big shifts that are happening because there's been some big shifts. There's been some big shifts that are happening in life. Like they're high highs and low lows, and they're happening so fast that it's just like, holy shit, what is happening right now? I have to integrate this. So the other afternoon, I had a really eventful afternoon. Like there was lots happening. I had a girlfriend that called me in a crisis. I saw a really, really specific sign from the universe, and another really like big thing happened. So I was like, whoa, okay, like that was quite the afternoon. I need to go integrate this. And I went into meditation and I asked, like, what does this mean? Why was that such a crazy afternoon? Like, what did all of it mean? And in my meditation, I was given visions about how this was one more chance. The opportunity was coming up to see if you would say no or if you would say yes, or if this was your vibe or if you're choosing your new vibe. It was just one last time that it kind of brought back up for you to say yes or no. And the other stuff was integrated into my system of like don't compare yourself to other people. That was them. This is you. You're not them. They're not you. So separate yourself. So yeah, these things are happening right now and they're very in our face. You might have asked the universe for a sign, a very, very specific sign. And then let's say you ask the universe for two swans to show themselves, two swans, and you've never seen a swan before. But not only did you see two swans, you saw them doing their dance, like they did a performance for you, and you're just like, what just happened? And then you're so taken aback by this big grandiose energy of the universe that is showing you, and then you're like, I need to integrate this. Like I need to pull that down into my body and make sure that I am that, like that I am that energy. Yes, thank you for showing me that. Thank you, universe. I want to bring that down further. Like I want to anchor that into the body. And I believe that when you bring that type of energy, when you notice these energies out in the universe, you notice your confirmations, you notice your, I'm getting a little excited here. You notice signs coming together. And then I believe that when you pull that energy down into the root chakra, you are pulling that down through your body and you're anchoring it down through the core of your body, down through the very base of your spine, down through your perineum, right down into your legs, and anchoring it down into the ground, the physical reality, the material realm. And most people completely skip this step. They go up in the clouds and they meditate and they're all loop de loop de loo out here. And then they come back and they're completely like not integrated, you know, and then they still do the earthly things. Their body still has the same craving. They're moving in the same way that they always have, with the same posture, to the same people, plugging into the same sources. And then there's this disconnect. Like, how come I can go so high and yet I'm still like this, you know, it's just not, there's a disconnect there. Yes, there is a disconnect there. You need to integrate, you need to funnel those energies down. So if you don't know how to do this, I actually shamelessly, I'm going to throw in here that I have a meditation 101 course that actually teaches meditation in a completely different way. It actually teaches meditation for energy alchemy purposes and how to actually expand into that field, how to get into that field where you're no one, no place, no time. You are the quantum field. And then it also teaches you how to pull that down so that you can actually shift, so that your eyes are brighter, so that you're walking taller, so that you're moving through this 3D space time reality like you're being guided by a higher source, right? And you're making different choices in the physical realm. So I highly suggest go check that out on my Instagram. At I am Kiki Seed is my Instagram handle, and you can go check into the link in bio and purchase the course for yourself. Um, Anyways, yeah, this is really, really exciting energy. But if you're right on the cusp right now of letting the old go, you've already done it, and you're tying up like just the finest loose ends right now, and you're sitting in this little bit of a lull, this equinox, equal time between past and future, and you're okay sitting there. Give yourself that time and start leaning into what you want to see in the future. Start leaning into your new self, your new vision. What do you want for 2026? And journal, 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 journal. Write it down. Also, one more thing before I hop off. Go check your intentions from 2025. I'm just curious, have you guys written your intentions down? Did you get what you wanted to get? Are you where you wanted to be? Or did you write intentions that you're like, I have changed so much since those intentions, I don't even want them no more? Or did you not do the things? Did you not complete the cycles that you needed to complete? This is taking extreme honesty with yourself. You have to be so honest, because life is not going to just let you carry on as it seems to be. Is the energy is just not like, life is just not letting you carry on and just put this off anymore. You have to be brutally honest with yourself. Take a look at what you have and what you haven't been doing, what's working and what's not working for you. And what's not working for you, let it fall away. Whether it's things that you need to throw out, whether it's people that you need to let go of, while it's hard conversations that you need to have, let it go.